Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing. The humble opinion of this piano Zamboni bringing the data. The FOMO index has jumped up to 47 from yesterday's 39. Bitcoin dominance is 63.5%. 24-hour volumes, 89 billion. The overall market cap, 2.77 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, after ranging for what felt like forever, it seems we had what some legacy analysts used to call a little pump, and Bitcoin broke up and away from its uncertainty quicksand. But we talked about this, so shoulda come as no surprise to anyone in this boutique community when Bitcoin price action. Well, she had a little pump. The arms of this little bull flag and the price probability of this pattern is, and sing it with me now. Oh, you take the pole, you slide it all, the breakout point, and then we're all in 88.8-ish. Lord love a duck. She didn't do just that. After ranging at the same price since April 11th, price action released its toxic dependencies on the 50 and the 20 moving average, decoupling from the legacy TARD-FI stock sell-off and pumped up, picking out at 88.8 and has petered out to a time of production, 88.3, placing us above all three moving averages and making out with the resistance of this channel of eternal monotony. Is that a data alert already? Yes, it is. Looks like we do have some bearish divergence of the reversal kind, as price action has made higher highs while the MACD has made lower highs. And yeah, she's slight, but she's there, so we'll trick her out to the streets of this chart so we know where we stand. And I say, if she does play out, it wouldn't surprise me to see price action retest the 20 moving average at 86.4-ish, which is also the 50% fib, and if she's so darn tootin', maybe even the 50 moving average down at 85K-ish. Now over on the ding-dong, you can see we did get up and over our old triangle of neutrality support, which was acting as resistance since April 11th, and have received our second rejection at the 200 moving average, our barometer of bullish prowess that we absolutely have to get over. And once we do candle close over the 200, my next bullish target would be way up at 91.6-ish, which is the most important level to get up and over, as this is the 38.2% fib and the line in the sand that in past cycles, when we fell from all-time highs, we would rally back to this level. And I say if we get rejected and can't blow past her, well, we end up blowing down into a bear market. Now, I've been talking about this level ad nauseum for months now, even getting people to screenshot the exact point to keep your papers on. So on this daily chart, it also happens to be the 111-day moving average, which I've also said is the bare minimum level at which we can finally say the bull market is back. So in recognition of this historic confluence, let's take one more screenshot for posterity's sake. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, there. Now I'm looking at my sound levels. Did it screw up again? No, it's fine. Of course, the one time I do look at it, it's absolutely okay. Well, okay. All right, Ecamm, I trust you again. I kind of like you again, kind of. I have a love-hate with all the, the technologies and the programs that I use here. Even DaVinci. DaVinci is on a beta right now. And it's on 20, and I did it. I know better. I know better than to do the beta, but it's so exciting. It has so many new features. All these AI things. I just couldn't handle it. It's like, oh, can I wait for the non-beta to come out? No, the answer is no, I can't. And I clicked on beta, and now it's all of just a massive Bitcoin price is missing. There you go. Ask and ye shall receive. Well, it does look like we are having what some legacy analysts would call a little pump. And it's so funny, the economic relativity of price action. You know, when we busted down from the 90s, 89 was like, oh my God, it's 89. It's the bear market. We're in the 80s again. I'm out. I'll see you in 4 years. This is BS. I can't handle it. And now that it's up at 89.3, everyone's like, this is just music to my ears. The euphoria comes back. Everyone has a little bit of a bigger smile on their face, a little more ting and ping on their eyes and their teeth when they do smile with the teeth. See, I come from a long line of non-teeth showing smilers. It all starts with my dad. He doesn't smile with his teeth. And so we all kind of developed this, okay, say cheese, everyone. And then we'd all smile without our teeth, and we would look like Muppets, basically. Like someone had their hand up our spine. They're trying to make ourselves smile. So guess who also has it? Duke. Man, when he smiles, he has my dad's non-teeth smile. I'm like, Duke, you got to show your teeth. Well, you never show your teeth. That's not about me. We're changing this. We're making generational changes here. Speaking of generational changes here, look at this Bitcoin. You know, it's kind of a sight for sore eyes, really, when you think about it. Like we've been sitting there in 84 for so long that, wake me up when it goes above 84.1, and here we are. 84.1, which is, hey, look, we hit our little green heart. Isn't that nice? Put that green heart way back here. I think it was where it was, and I moved it for posterity's sake. And now we are crushing it, 89.4. We're having a little bit of a pump here. Would we have, what was my, 91.6. Really, there are a couple levels in between. That's, 91.6. To me, 91.6 is the, holy smokes, it's Misco. How's it going, buddy? 91.6 is really the marquee level. There are some other resistance here that I would say, right here, 90.6, but that's up in that range. The 91.6 is the most important. This is is there any other noise on the 4-hour chart? Not really. You can see here, that's 91.6 is also this old channel of eternal monotony that we are, so bored of. And then it broke down. It was like, no, I want it back. I'll go back into that channel of eternal monotony. It's better than this channel of descension or whatever you're calling it. So we will get back into that. And really, there's no pushback. It's kind of clean sailing. What's this? Yeah, 89.8. Well, yeah, I guess 89. I mean, 90 is a psychological level. We're gonna get cut up on that just because we're a bunch of psychological so-and-sos here. 90K, the market. The market does what it wants to do, and people have these. It's really the new losing investor that makes these psychological levels a thing. Because they just it's the law of large numbers in their head. 90K, I'm out. I can't handle this. I can't handle this. I bought, and see when the people sell at 90K, they're actually selling at a loss. They're the people that got in, maybe at 98, maybe even at 109, and so 90 is just like, I'm out. I can't handle this ride. And if you can't handle the ride, well, what can we say to these people, right? It's you have to have a low time horizon or you're not going to make it. I saw a really interesting YouTube video. I was going to share it, but then is this Frank's Red Hot Sauce here? No. Anyway, I saw an interesting YouTube video on creators' track record, so to speak. And I didn't want to put it up because it make it's I didn't want it to be like I told you so or gotcha type thing, but it had everyone from the Coin Bureau guy to BitBoy to a bunch of people that I've never seen. Yes, hot sauce and eggs. I was hungry. Last time I ate yesterday was 3. I had a nice big old ribeye, and then I played the Jets game, came home, tried to stay up past 8:30, couldn't. Was asleep. So I guess 3 to 3 is 12, and then to 9, it's 17 hours. It's not I don't even consider that a fast, but I was hungry. Normally I don't eat till noon again, but I had some scrambled eggs and some Frank's hot sauce. Now, what was I talking about? Yeah, this video. And what was interesting about it, and the only reason it was I told you so kind of, because all these massive creators, we're talking Coin Bureau is one of the biggest channels, I think, out there, really. And then I had a bunch of other channels I had never heard of that were equally as big, in the million plus club. And this guy did a thing on all their, when they'd say, this is what we're buying for this bull market, and they cataloged it all. And a lot of them were different, but all of them lost. Ran from Crypto Banter was on there. All of them lost on their predictions of altcoins. And now we're early. So we're still early, and there could be an alt season. All that could change. 89.5. And they could all look like geniuses. But right now, all those massive creators with the altcoin predictions or probabilities, they're underwater. And I guess most people are underwater now, unless they're in Bitcoin, right? So most of these people's allocations, their smallest was Bitcoin, and their biggest were things I didn't even heard of. It was weird because I'm like, am I out of touch with I really don't care about only coins, right? So when I hear about them, I see a bunch of people on X, and they'll say, hey, I'm going to, ape into this thing I've never heard. Come follow me on this exchange. And it's an affiliate link, right? So I immediately know that and so should you, if you ever see they're just farming for an affiliate link click. But I think that's what's ultimately wrong with the industry to a certain point. I mean, I get it. Everyone's got to, make their money on YouTube, right? But you just got to be aware of these people that are, pushing a lot of these altcoins because they're the riskiest. They're so risky that anyone that says, this is why I think they're ultimately too risky for me anyway, is Misco, are you going to the Bitcoin conference? Let me know. 89.6. Are we gonna hit 90K here on this little morning stream? Let's go. Pump those likes, pump the price, pump the likes, pump the price. The risky part of it all for me that never made sense is that because the use cases were technology driven and the exponential doubling time of technology is so crazy now that AI is here and everything, it's like, well, why? It's like buying an iPhone. Like, I'm not going to put all my eggs in this new iPhone because I know in a year there's the next iPhone and it's slightly better. And okay, cool, Misco, yeah, so will I. So we'll try to meet up there, Misco. The Backup Kid. I've been a member for a year now. This is hands down the best crypto TA show, not to mention the best piano bar. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you very much, Backup Kid. Can I put that on there? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the best piano bar. That's for sure. The best piano bar in the whole goddamn world. It says Kyle and I pump each other's tires so much times. Like after sometimes because nobody comes up to us. The big weird thing, and we'll get back to the charge in 1 second. When we play these Jets games, people lose their mind. And because we have PTSD from the St. James Hotel, because you guys have seen how some of the audiences have been such duds. Like it's almost hard to comprehend people not clapping. So when we play these other gigs and these events, people go crazy. They literally lose their mind like you see at a normal piano bar. And then Kyle and I will, after the gig, we'll get together. It's like, yeah, we killed it. Fully knowing that we probably didn't even play as well as we do at the St. James Hotel. But of course, sometimes, we'll play Bohemian Rhapsody and no one will clap at the St. James Hotel. It's so it's so bizarre. 89.7. Let's go. Let's hit 90K this stream. Let's get back to it. Is this the best chart to look at? Yeah, it is. I'm going to go ahead and 90K here. Let's just get this bigger here. Now, why I get a little bit scared about the 90K is it because this 91.6. It's in case you didn't take another snapshot. This is it. 91.6. We're approaching it. We are currently candling above the last wick that we did get rejected from. So, this is the weekly chart. There's a lot of things. Where are you playing during the Jets game? We are playing. There's the Hargrave Market. See, TRD Farmers from Winnipeg, so he knows what I'm talking about here. It's like this market around the arena. And if you go up the escalator, boom, there we are. So I feel like this kind of piano playing gap greeter, because every time someone comes up the escalator, they see me. So I try not to look to the left, or else I feel like the greeter of what's going on here. This is it. The weekly chart. We could, with some of the bearishness of the video for where we could, if we get rejected. Now, we haven't been rejected yet. So as long as we stay above this channel of eternal monotony's resistance, we're good. We're decent. But if we do get rejected down, it would just make sense to test the moving averages. There's no crazy rocket science there. Plus the 20 moving average is the 50% fib. There's a correlation there. And then, the 50 moving average is down by the 78.6. So the fibs and the moving averages are kind of moving. And this is, back into that channel. I would hate to go back into the 84-ness. I'm done with 84. I'm going to put that, I'm done. I don't want it. It's not a fun place to be. The market's very down. The sentiment's down. We're down at 84K, even though it's hilarious. I'm preparing this video for tomorrow because I start thinking about videos to do when the price doesn't move, right? Well, what am I going to talk about? So I've got this interesting Kager video on coffee and how coffee can quite possibly make you $1 million. I'm just putting it together today. I don't know how I'm going to. I want to do it live because I don't want to do a production video. You know, too much work, these production videos. You know, gotta get up so early and do it. And so we are getting a little bit of rejection now. What do we peak out? 89. Let's call it 88, 89.8, which is decent. Now we're down to 89.5. Well, I mean, to be expected. To be expected. What's going on in the Dixie here? Nothing much. Same thing. They did, the dollar index did break this massive support at 99.9. So there's that. How far away are we from D-Day here? Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Check, check, check. We are 2.5% away from the level of all levels for this bull market. Now, we can all collectively let out a sigh of relief when we blow past 91.6. Just blow past it. You know, like one of those Tour de France cyclists that grab the bottle of water somehow and just toss it. That's what we'll do with 91.6, hopefully. And we are continuing our rejection from here. Now, it wouldn't be so crazy to come and retest this support line at the channel of Eternal Monotony at 88.4. And it's funny, speaking of economic relativity, 88.4 seems dastardly now. You know, it's like now we could go and retest 88.4. Yesterday we were at like 86 or something, 85, and 88.4 would have been music to our ears. But the economic relativity of it all starts to mess with us. We do Crypto Fear 47. Yeah, I did a production video. That's right. It was weird getting up at 4 again, looking at the markets. It's such a nice calm here in Winnipeg at 4 a.m. It's a great time to do work because there's no sound. The whole world is quiet, and essentially you are by yourself in the world. I know there's other people up there, but generally out of 100 people, I'm probably 1 out of 100 that are up at 4 a.m. So it's a very peaceful time, and there's something about the way time moves in the morning till noon. Like this, the space-time continuum from 4 a.m. to it's 8 hours, but it doesn't feel like 8 hours. Like in our minds, when we go 4 to 12, we don't think that's an 8-hour shift, right? It's like 4 to 12. But when we say 12 to 8, we're like, oh, that's an 8-hour shift. For some reason, we can, you know, we can imagine what 12 to 8 is. It's hard to imagine what 4 to 12 is because we're coming off the night and we're entering the day. And I'm getting in the weeds again. But what I'm trying to say is that the amount of things you can fit in from 4 to 12 is like a whole, like if you were to work at noon till midnight, I bet you couldn't get in as much as you can get in from 4 till noon. End of rant. 89.7. I'd like to have a nice little run here. It would be nice to finish this stream off at 90K. Don't you think? Don't you think? Shadow Chaser, Lasers, Terry Crow up in the early in the morning. Crypto Princess, XRP A11Y. Now, XRP A11Y, if you've noticed, sometimes when on the piano bar, when I say, I see blah, 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 when I see your name, I have to cut it short because the 7 consonants, XRP A11Y, will throw off the introduction of other people's names. So don't take it personally. We aim to please. And that's it, folks. I hope that we hit 90K this stream this morning. The markets are going to open at 8:30. That's what she said. XRP 11.
Make sure you like and subscribe.